staff, do we have anything for council? Mary, anything for council?
I do not. Well, actually, I would share one thing with you. In the case of severe weather, and you're in this building, any member of staff can point you and the members of our public to the designated severe weather shelters. We've reviewed this with staff. We had a drill, and we'll go through it with Planning Commission and the MTG so that everyone knows what to do. Everyone is trained on that, and there is sufficient room, even with the members that we have today, to handle in our designated areas. So did want to let you know that we have addressed that and that all has taken care of.
Super.
Thanks.
Jeff?
No, sir.
Mike?
No.
Brian?
Just to let you know that the construction on the quiet zone on Poplar Street started today.
Excellent.
Excellent. Cheryl?
Oh, just a reminder, we'll see you Monday night for the Dunkel retreat.
Very good. Laura?
That's my moment.
Kim, Chief? No,
No, sir.
Okay. Council, anything for staff?
I have one thing, and the gentleman spoke about it, and I had a conversation with Mike, I don't know, a couple weeks ago about the whole trailer in the driveway. This isn't the first complaint that I've heard regarding it. And so I know it's in the ordinance, and we should probably address several things in that ordinance, but I would like to propose that we look at that and get some recommendations on some changes.
Okay.
I also, in kind of in the spirit of looking at codes and enforcement, I'm also going to be putting out on the front burner a proposal to reevaluate some of our zoning. I think that some of the zoning that we have on the books is somewhat antiquated and does not fit the needs of our community as it currently stands with a city, with a population of 20,000. We've got 2 interchanges that we'd like to develop. We have no real ground rules, no certainty on those locations in terms of mixed use or commercial versus office park versus light industrial. And I think we need to start looking at the options that we have before us to reevaluate those. And I think that cannot wait until after we have a comprehensive plan review or a economic development strategic plan. I think we need to start that ball rolling as soon as possible. The more certainty that businesses have in terms of their climate, the more likely they are to relocate to Gardner. And right now there's a lot of uncertainty. I'd like to firm that up.
I agree with the need for that. I believe we're going to get recommendations during the comprehensive plan for areas to rezone.
I would agree, but I think that that is an immediate concern that has been expressed by individuals to me personally, and I think that we can at least start that ball rolling with at least an evaluation of where we currently are at with our codes.
Is there anybody else on the council that wants to expedite that in advance of the comprehensive plan results?
When are we getting the comprehensive plan results?
June is the best guess at this point.
I would probably wait for that then to see. Okay. That's my opinion.
Just as long as it stays on the front burner, because I think that that's become, I think our codes to a certain extent have become kind of an albatross around our necks, especially at those interchanges.
Mike, you're sitting up. Is that close or am I way off the mark there?
Well, you're not way off the mark. I think little clarifications in order. We expect that the advisory committee will have a draft to review at the end of June.
Yeah.
And then there's a process beyond that. There's going to be a community workshop in July, which that's tentatively the schedule. And then it would go to the planning commission, there's a public hearing, and then I think we'd have a council work session. Council work session is not required, but I believe that's kind of something we've talked about. And then it would go to the city council for adoption. So I'd say the very earliest is August for adoption. But certainly there would be an opportunity to review a draft before then.
Even with the August timeline, I feel like we've invested our money and our time in the comprehensive plan, that we should see what the results are before we decide to maybe mix things up a little bit and start with Steve's process.
I'm fine with waiting. I think the conversation's going to be today.
It's wise to wait.
And I understand 100% where you're coming from on that, and I think we're getting there. And I don't think that we're gonna let it slip from the forefront.
The concern that I've got is that the clock is ticking, and we've got other municipalities nearby that are much more certain with regard to their zoning and their codes than we are, and they are taking business that could potentially be coming to Gardner. That's my concern. And that's the total amount of my comments on that.
We noted that. Chris, do you have anything?
I'm fine with waiting.
Cory?
No.
Okay. Heath, Larry, okay, I've got just a couple of quick things. The video recording is, I'm hoping, ongoing this evening. That's all repaired?
It's all prepared.
Okay, very good. Jeff, Earth Day, Arbor Day, what kind of turnout did we get? I know it was a hearty souls only because of the poor weather. I know we had almost 200 people signed up, but any guess on the turnout?
We didn't quite have 200 individuals show up. Certainly we had some early morning rain that may have scared some folks off, but the folks that did show, yourself included, and Councilmember Harrison, was of great help. So successful event and well done.
Good. Chief, what week are we in on the Second Citizen Police Academy?
We end, I believe it's next week, I put it on the weekly update, next Monday, 6 o'clock, is our graduation.
Oh, okay.
Quickly winding down, and we have received very good feedback, and as it continues to grow, it becomes more polished and even more professional.
You know, I went to the last graduation. It was very enjoyable. We might want to poll the council members to see if there's going to be people that'll show in case we need to notice it. But it's a nice event.
It's during the retreat.
Oh, it's during the retreat.
Yes, sir, it is.
I won't be able to make it, Chief.
Yeah, I think I'll have to respectfully
May 12th.
decline to,
I'll take all that back. But full class, right?
Yes, sir.
Super.
great.
All right. Well, unless anybody else has thought of something while I was rambling, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Seconded.
Motion Harrison, second. Shoot that we adjourn. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? We are adjourned. Oh, yeah.